Hey, Patriots! What's up?
Hello, Patriots, Nons, and digital soldiers.
This is Kerry.
This is Joel.
And we are the Quiet Boys.
Of Truth.
All right, guys, as you know, Q started posting again today.
Woohoo!
On the 17th.
Oh.
July 17th.
Small wonder.
So, as you know, Q hasn't posted for a while. When was the last time, Joel?
I believe it was the 2nd of July.
July 2nd?
Of this month.
And then QMap.pub was also down for some...
Yeah, I believe they were doing some
maintenance kind of things going on there. So, site's back up and Q's posting. So,
yeah.
we're going to cover the Q post from today,
Let
July
the good times
17th.
roll.
Shout out to our subscribers.
Yeah, you guys rock.
You guys are amazing.
Man.
We are almost at our goal of 317. That is super awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool, you guys.
Cool.
Like, we really do appreciate the support and the love that you guys are sending our way, and the information. You guys are keckin' smart.
For sure. Yeah, we really appreciate your support and your brains.
Yes.
That sounded creepy, but...
We love you for your brains.
We love your brains. Oh my gosh, we're such weirdos.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so I think we're gonna start with something that was tweeted out by Beer at the Parade.
Yeah, so our buddy Beer at the Parade. We have a tweet he sent out. Now, this was one of his posts from early on. And he says, someone just copy-pasted one of my early drops in the kitchen. It still holds up well, and I agree completely.
It absolutely does.
It's wow. It's
I'm
a pretty good
wondering
one.
when Beer wrote this originally. I'm not really sure.
Oh man.
When this was, but yeah, definitely still.
Well,
still relevant.
I do remember seeing this like a while back.
Let's read it.
All right, yeah, let's check it out.
All right, so this is what Beer at the Parade put out back in the day. Theory: Donald J. Trump has been carefully groomed for the Great Awakening for about 30 years. Been thinking a lot about this for about a month. Can't poke a hole in this theory. HRC kills his buddy, JFK Jr., for the New York Senate seat. 9/11 happens in his backyard, and 2 days later he's on TV telling America that it was controlled demolition. 12 to 15 years ago, he's a regular Monday morning call-in guest on Fox. The Apprentice positions him as a strong leader with zero tolerance for incompetence. He publicly shames libtards like Fat Rosie.
The spin we've been witnessing for the last years is DJT, Donald J. Trump, publicly calling out people like Sessions, Mueller, and Rosenstein, but never fires them. I find that to be most interesting, especially in light of the fact that Trump called Rod Rosenstein and Robert Mueller into his office together during his first week. There's no way a rogue non-politician can navigate through primaries and debates to claim the top spot in the land without a fudge ton of insider help. If one were to go back, I did, and watch all of his pre-election speeches and debates, it becomes crystal clear that he knew everything and had it all down cold. We are now in the hardest phase of the movie, pure kabuki theater. Disinformation is the rule of the day. Because the bad actors also live on this board, Q is purposely keeping every single one of us at sea. No one can, with any degree of accuracy or certainty, predict who is a white hat or vice versa.
That's definitely true. I feel like that's definitely true.
It's still true. It's crazy.
I mean, and the part about a non-politician, can you imagine someone just stepping in there?
True, because they were a little...
wealthy person.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he would have known all that stuff. He would have known exactly what he was doing from the
They've
very
been
start.
really
That's very true.
cliquey in Washington.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a hard club to get into.
Yeah. Mueller, Rod Rosenstein... You are in trouble. Sessions, Hoover, Horowitz, Pence, etc. are all a coin toss. During my moments of clear logic and no hopium, I honestly couldn't bet my life on any of them one way or the other, and it must be driving the deep state bat nuts crazy as well.
You said bat nuts?
We are all being played, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Whoever Team Q is has proven to this anon that they, collectively, are way smarter than me, and have apparently been plotting this soft coup for decades. God bless POTUS and FLOTUS for playing their roles in this movie, because the slings and arrows they've endured have been very, very real.
Yeah, that's the truth right there. Yeah, this whole theory, man, this is really good. I really like this one a lot.
Right, and yeah, I mean, we've all been there in that place of no hopium, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, where it's just like, who can you trust, right? Feels like you can't trust anybody.
Well, you know, I mean, like, the way he's looking at it, though, is clear and logically, even using this theory with, you know, no high hopes or anything, it's still hard to poke a hole in this theory. You know, I totally agree with that. That was from our new friend, Beer at the Parade. You guys, if you're not following him on Twitter, we highly recommend, please go do that. The guy drops bombshell facts. He's a fun guy to banter with, because he just is. You know.
Yeah, and he's been on the board forever. Right?
Yes.
So, yeah, right on. Shout out to Beer at the Parade.
Yeah. God bless you, Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the moments you've all been waiting for. Post 4581 from today, July 17, 2020 at 1:59 p.m. Senate releases declassified docs that substantially undercut Steele dossier, Page FISA warrant. Woo! Nice. Let's check out that article real quick. All right, guys, this is from judiciary.senate.gov. This is a little bit of a long article, but believe me, you definitely want to hear this, and I will read fast. Washington, today, as part of the Senate Judiciary Committee's ongoing investigation into the Crossfire Hurricane investigation and related FISA abuses, Chairman Lindsey Graham, Republican South Carolina, released 2 recently declassified documents that significantly undercut the reliability of the Steele dossier and the accuracy and reliability of many of the factual assertions in the Carter-Page FISA applications. I'm very pleased the investigation in the Senate Judiciary Committee has been able to secure the declassification of these important documents, said Chairman Graham. I want to thank Attorney General Barr for releasing these documents and allowing the American people to judge for themselves. Oh, and we will. What have we learned from the release of these 2 documents by the Department of Justice? Number 1, it is clear to me that the memo regarding the FBI interview of the primary subsource in January 2017 should have required the system to stop and re-evaluate the case against Mr. Page. Most importantly, after this interview of the subsource and the subsequent memo detailing the contents of the interview, it was a miscarriage of justice for the FBI and the Department of Justice to continue to seek a FISA warrant against Carter Page in April and June of 2017. The dossier was a critical document to justify a FISA warrant against Mr. Page, and this DOJ memo clearly indicates that the reliability of the dossier was completely destroyed after the interview with the primary subsource in January 2017. Those who knew or should have known of this development and continued to pursue a FISA warrant against Mr. Page anyway are in deep legal jeopardy, in my view. Secondly, the comments of Peter Strzok regarding the February 14th New York Times article are devastating in that they are an admission that there was no reliable evidence that anyone from the Trump campaign was working with Russian intelligence agencies in any form. It was all made up, guys. The statements by Mr. Strzok question the entire premise of the FBI's investigation of the Trump campaign and make it even more outrageous that the Mueller team continued this investigation for almost 2.5 years. Moreover, the statements by Strzok raise troubling questions as to whether the FBI was impermissibly unmasking and analyzing intelligence gathered on U.S. persons. These documents, which I have long sought, tell a damning story for anyone who's interested in trying to find the truth behind the corrupt nature of the FBI's investigation into the Trump campaign in 2016 and beyond. Okay, guys, we're getting to the good stuff, I promise. Well, we've already covered a lot of good stuff, actually. The first document is a 57-page summary of a 3-day interview the FBI conducted with Christopher Steele's so-called primary subsource in January of 2017. Document 1. This document not only demonstrates how unsubstantiated and unreliable the Steele dossier was, it shows that the FBI was on notice of the dossier's credibility problems and sought 2 more FISA application renewals after gaining this awareness. Ooh, that's bad juju.
Naughty.
Of course, we already knew this, but I'm glad that
Anon's new.
They're releasing this, finally. The document reveals that the primary source of Steele's election reporting was not some well-connected current or former Russian official, but a non-Russian-based contract employee of Christopher Steele's firm. Moreover, it demonstrates that the information that Steele's primary source provided him was second- and third-hand information and rumor at best.
Oh. I thought we based everything on fact, not rumor.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Rumors cool. It's all good. Third-hand information. Yeah, we can totally.
Like if you live in China.
Oh, these people are in so much drama. It makes me so happy.
I know. Yes, it does.
No, I mean, like, seriously. Finally.
Yes.
Critically, the document shows that Steele's primary subsource disagreed with and was surprised by how information he gave Steele was then conveyed by Steele in the Steele dossier. For instance, the primary subsource did not recall or did not know where some of the information attributed to him or his sources came from, was never told about or never mentioned to Steele certain information attributed to him or his sources. He said that Steele re-characterized some of the information to make it more substantiated and less attenuated than it really was, that he would have described his sources differently, and that Steele implied direct access to information where the access to information was indirect. In total, this document demonstrates that information from the Steele dossier, which played a central and essential role in the FISA warrants on Carter Page, should never have been presented to the FISA court. Do you think they're talking about this on CNN?
The Clinton News Network?
Yeah.
The Commie Party?
Do you think any Democrats are getting access to this information?
No, you see, what they're talking about is how COVID is a super horrible pandemic and everybody's gonna die from it.
Okay, sorry. The second document contains Peter Strzok's typewritten comments disagreeing with assertions made in a New York Times article about alleged Russian intelligence ties to the Trump campaign. The document demonstrates that Peter Strzok and others in FBI leadership positions must have been aware of the issues with the Steele dossier that the FBI's interview with Steele's primary subsource revealed, because Strzok commented that recent interviews and investigation, however, reveal Steele may not be in a position to judge the reliability of his sub-source network. The document further shows that the FBI's assertion to the FISA court that the FBI believes that Russia's efforts to influence U.S. policy were likely being coordinated between the RIS, Russian intelligence services, and Page, and possibly others, appears to be a misrepresentation. This is because, in his comments on the Times article, Strzok asserts that we have not seen evidence of any individuals affiliated with the Trump team in contact with IO's intelligence officials. We are unaware of any Trump advisors engaging in conversations with Russian intelligence officials. Really?
Every time I see Peter Strzok's name, in my mind, it just,
oh no, here we go.
I read it as Peter Streeterzak.
What?
I don't know.
Streeterzak?
I'm too used to abbreviations.
ST for...
Yeah.
There's
Peter
no
Streeter.
STR doesn't mean Streeter.
Peter Streeterzak.
That's not a real abbreviation.
I know it's not.
STR.
It's just the way what I hear in my head.
Oh my goodness.
It's such an
You're
unusual
so funny.
last name.
Okay, it is. It's like
It's like say that. Strzok.
Okay, enough.
Okay.
The document also indicates that the FBI may have been using foreign intelligence gathering techniques to impermissibly unmask and analyze existing and future intelligence collection regarding U.S. persons associated with the Trump campaign. Both the CIA and NSA are aware of our subjects, and throughout the summer we provided them names and selectors for queries of their holdings as well as prospective collection. The quote does not provide enough information to fully understand exactly what the FBI was doing, but impermissible unmasking and analysis of existing and future incidental intelligence collection of U.S. persons would be troubling, to say the least.
Say the least.
The document also raises questions as to whether the FBI was properly using intelligence techniques and databases throughout the summer, considering that the earliest formal investigation of a U.S. person associated with the Trump campaign was not officially opened until July 31st, 2016.
Yeah, how about this? How about Anon's new, guys?
Oh my goodness.
We all knew.
But it's about time. It's about time.
It's about friggin' time.
I hope they friggin' better talk about this.
You know what?
On mainstream
I hope,
media.
I don't care if they do,
The mainstream news better talk about this.
I hope that they beat the brakes off this bad boy. You know what I mean? I mean, just blast it.
I feel like that's not going to happen. I feel like we're the only,
all
of us guys are the only ones going to put it out there.
Because of us Anons.
I don't know. We'll see.
The news is not the news anymore. We are.
July is hot.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. July
it's also
is
really
very,
hot
very
in this
hot.
room right
It is
now.
very hot in this room.
So we agree with that. July is very
July
hot.
is
Many
very
levels.
hot. Yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Post 4582 dropped 17th of July 2020 at 2:01 p.m. FBI Crossfire Hurricane Unit watched Trump the day he took oath of office. So, guys, we're not going to go read this for you, but we will link it. It basically talks about how little Peter Peter Stroke, got real butthurt, and his poor feelings. Yeah, you know, him and his little lover, Lisa Page. Yeah, we've all heard about them.
So he sent out some angry tweets or
Some
texts.
really angry emails.
I think it was, emails or texts, not tweets, obviously.
Yeah.
But-
If he was tweeting them out, could you imagine how many people would have just
awesome,
shredded
actually.
him? Oh crap! I forgot. I'm not on my text messages. I'm on Twitter.
Yeah, so Crossfire Hurricane was watching Trump.
Yes, they were.
Yep. All right, guys, so post 4583 from today, July 17th at 2:08 p.m., CDC has been misreporting the data for coronavirus to inflate the numbers. So this was a tweet that was put out by Emerald Robinson, and we will definitely leave that link for you. That's what she said. And Q says, what would be the primary purpose of inflating COVID-19 numbers? Who benefits the most? Pro-America versus anti-America. Infiltration, all assets deployed, election, not virus. Q. And we've straight heard, guys, how many officials have we heard talking about how they calculate the COVID deaths, right? We saw one the other day and we tried to find it again and we couldn't find it, but it was some official saying that it doesn't matter how you die. She straight said, if you die in a car accident, but you're positive for COVID,
It's a
at
COVID
the
death.
time, you are counted as a COVID death.
So you could be skydiving on fire and die from that,
But
if you
you died of COVID.
You died of COVID.
So imagine if someone's in a car accident and they happen to have the flu. They died of the flu.
So what's weird to me is if you
This is
have
ridiculous.
the COVID antibodies in your system, it'll show up that you have COVID. So even if you're over it, they mark it down as a COVID death, even though it might not have been.
Well, none of the, if
That's
you
what
died in
I'm
a car
wondering.
accident, it definitely wasn't anyway.
So here's a question.
Oh my
This
God.
is, if you die in a
Like,
car
and they're
crash,
straight out like telling us this. Like,
here's
how
a thought
they're
for you
calculating
guys.
this.
If you died in a car crash, and the other person who hit you had COVID, but
Then-
you didn't, did you die of COVID?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
This is insane. I can't believe this.
Insane in the membrane.
Hopefully nobody's dying in car crashes here. God
I
forbid.
mean, yeah, of course not, but
But seriously,
see what they're doing
what the
though,
butt?
like- what the butt? Indeed.
Post 4584 dropped 17th of July 2020 at 2:16 p.m. They manipulated COVID-19 for political purposes and the 2020 election. Yeah, they did. So we've got a link to a Twitter account. We'll go to that in a minute. First Q says CDC C19 data, or Center for Disease Control COVID-19 data, actually lower than reported. Why did select Democratic governors for mandate nursing home COVID-19 positive insert? Election, not virus. Win by any means necessary. Q. So let's go check out that Twitter account. This tweet comes from Andrew Bostom at Andrew Bostom. Real data again, comparing seasonal flu deaths in Texas in 2017 to 2018 and 2018 to 2019 to C19 deaths in 2020. Data from Texas Department of Health. Let's take a look at that little graphic there. Infection type per year, deaths. Influenza 2017-2018, 11,917. Influenza 2018 to 2019, 10,020. COVID-19 2020, 3,322. So the sky is falling?
This is
I mean, they
insane.
like look at what they're saying. I mean, like, oh, this is like the worst thing ever. Everybody's got to wear masks, and we gotta.
everybody is wearing masks everywhere you go. It's like freaking so Twilight Zone. I'm so over this. Okay, guys. So post 4585 from today, July 17th at 2:20 p.m. Cover up. CDC labs were contaminated, delaying coronavirus testing, officials say. There's an article here from the New York Times. So, guys, when we click on that, we're not able to read the full article. We tried blocking cookies. However, because of the update, it's still not working. So if anybody has a way around that, please let us know. So Q says, how do you provide cover for invalid positive test results? Think pawpaw. Oh, remember the fruit, guys? That fruit was positive
Had
for
COVID. All the fruits got COVID, guys.
The swamp runs deep. The news is fake. The war is real. Q. So we will leave that link for you guys, and hopefully you'll have better luck.
Post 4586, drop 17th of July 2020, 2:58 p.m. Coordinated deception. Florida labs not reporting negative COVID-19 test results. Oh, really?
Now, why would they not do that?
So we have a link to a Fox News article here, but first, Q says, how important is Florida regarding 2020 election? One lab equals possible human error. Countless labs equals deliberate and coordinated.
Right.
Largest coordinated disinformation campaign ever to be pushed by controlled entities? Who benefits the most? Q.
Okay, so what I want to know is what's going to happen now that this is out there?
All right, so this is the Fox News article. We've already read that title. Scroll down. Incomplete reporting from some Florida laboratories resulted in errors on the state's report on virus positivity rates, according to a Fox 35 news report. Countless labs have reported a 100% positivity rate. 100%!
Everybody has COVID!
Yeah, it's over 9,000!
Oh my gosh. Seriously? What
Which means
are they
every
doing
single
over there?
person tested was positive. Every single person tested was positive. Wow.
You know,
Wow.
Okay, you know, I'm not going to say it.
They're all just straight shooters with upper management written all over them, aren't they? If you guys get that reference, you rock. Anyway, other labs had very high positivity rates. Orlando Health, for example, reported a 98% positivity rate. Lee Memorial Hospital Lab, Pancara, Florida, Inc., and Advanced Medical of Naples all reported 100% positivity rates. No negative test results were included.
So guys, when you're going to manipulate data, at least try to make it look realistic.
Yeah, at least don't be
Come
dumb
on.
about it. Don't be complete idiots. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're working in a lab, I assume you're probably really smart, but
Well, in some ways, yeah, there's more ways to be smart. More than one way to be smart.
True, very true.
I'm curious though, how important is Florida in the election? Changing the topic. Florida has 29 electoral votes.
Well, that's quite a bit.
So yeah.
Because where we're from, there's only 4.
Yeah, there's 4.
We're in a flyover state.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh man, we're weirdos. Okay, anyway, guys, so every single person tested was positive, so just know that. So if you go to Florida, just know you have COVID
like,
as soon as you cross the county line.
As soon as you get there.
You have COVID. Welcome to Florida, you now have COVID. That's what it should say.
Yes, that's going to be the new sign for when you enter Florida.
It'll just say, welcome to COVID.
Okay, guys, as of right now, this is the last post from today, July 17th, and this one came at 3:47 p.m. Post 4587, COVID-19 narrative ends the day after the election. Expect cyber attacks attempts on November 4th. So there's a tweet here from Alex Bowman, Bowman maybe. We'll check that out in just a second. But Q says, C19 narrative, kill date, election day +1. Prepare for 0-day massive cyber power attacks. Attempts on 11/4, November 4th. So let's look at that tweet real quick. Okay, so in this tweet he says, safety standards and core rules for Washington State conveniently end the day after the election. Is this about a virus or the election? Who benefits the most? No debates. Can Biden debate? We all know full well that...
Can Biden debate?
No.
Really?
Biden cannot debate.
Well, did Houdini escape his last magic trick?
No.
Oh. That's horrible. Shouldn't laugh at that.
No, we really shouldn't. We should not laugh at this.
Biden cannot debate, guys.
Oh, man. He thinks he's running against himself.
He thinks he's married to himself, too.
And he thinks
he's running for the U.S. Senate, not the presidency. I still think whoever said that, I can't remember who, but it was freaking hilarious. That we should just secretly tell Joe Biden he won the presidency.
Oh, no. Let's
Why?
not do this again.
Why?
I don't think that's funny.
It
at
is
all.
funny.
It's not.
So funny.
It's not.
It's so funny. Yes, it
Anyone
is.
who's ever seen The Truman Show knows that is not funny. Dude.
He'd never know,
I
actually,
feel like
though.
we're all like in The Truman Show right now. Like all of this is just freaking fake. It's
Okay,
all
fine.
fake.
Cut.
Our whole reality
All right.
is fake.
So, no,
Right.
Biden cannot debate. End of story. But guys, okay, did you read this?
No, so we'll leave a link to this, guys. But basically, Washington State's safety standards, blah blah blah, they end on November 5th. So it's 2 days after the election. Come on, ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's another one of those things. Like, everybody tested positive for COVID. The safety standards day ends 2 days after the election. Like,
I mean,
are you guys trying to make it obvious?
how much more obvious? Like,
I mean,
can you make it?
I know there are some people who are so tuned in to the Matrix, to the narrative, that they're just like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly
total, like,
right.
Blind acceptance of.
Let me wear the
everything they
mask.
hear.
Let me take the chip.
Yep.
Let me have everything.
Yep.
Tell me
that.
what to think.
Blue pill,
What
blue
should I
pill,
be
blue
mad
pill,
about
blue
today?
pill.
Yeah. Like,
We need to take all the blue pills out of circulation.
I think that's slowly happening, actually, though.
I don't know.
We're running out of blue pills. Soon there's only going to be red pills.
But I think we're running out of blue pills because a lot of people are still taking them.
Anyway, yeah, we've been rambling on, but guys, this video's gone on way too long, and if you're still here, God bless you. You made it this far. You get a medal of some sort.
Yes. I don't know exactly what it is, but...
It's not a participation trophy, believe me, it's an endurance trophy. Okay, but guys, yeah, to our rock-solid Patriots and subscribers who've been with us from the beginning, thank you and God bless you. We really do
thank you so
appreciate
much,
you
guys.
guys. And if you're new here, if you happen to be enjoying our content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe, for sure.
Toggle that
All
little
stuff.
notification bell so you're notified when we put out new videos. And as always, Patriots and Ons and Digital Soldiers, please do not forget, where we go one, we go on.
Love you, Patriots.
Love you guys.
Good night.